Yo, what up YouTube, it's Rain. Now this is a different kind of thing. So this is going to be a little look into the basement pop-up, which is in Soho, well, which was on Soho, Wardour Street, where what it is the basement have teamed up with Nike and the charity in the background, you can see it there, Youth Futures, just to deliver a little project, whether it be highlighting some of the youth projects which are happening in the UK, but irrespective, what they've done, they've taken some of the young people's stories. You can see Dan there, you can see Leo Mandela over there, and there's a few others, and they've just kind of highlighted their stories, just told you a bit about them, what they're doing or what they're trying to achieve, and I think it's more within the trainer or lifestyle community. So what Nike have done, they've linked up with these guys, given them opportunity, the basement, so the guys from the basement, and they've made them or helped them to design a exclusive trainer, which in this case is the Nike Dunk, or Nike Dunk, sorry. And it also comes with certain bits which were designed by Alexandra Hackett. So you come with like a waist bag, and then you've got this coat which apparently is made to measure, but it's like a nice little project. So this was the actual pop-up, telling you some of the details about the trainer. Only 400 pairs of this trainer were released. Only 400 pairs. I was lucky enough to get a pair, and I'm going to talk you through that in HD. So I'm going to go through the kind of review bits and bobs, so don't worry about that. But shouts out to the basement. Something new. And there's the box. So obviously I showed you inside of the actual pop-up, which was in Soho, if I didn't mention it before. So this is them. So the box, standard Nike box, black, blah 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 blah, and a nice little thing that it says on the box, Dunk Low Basement QS, so BSMTN, obviously 2 letters missing, 3 letters missing, basement. But anyway, yeah, so don't worry about that. Let's push that to the side. And then the trainer itself, I did give you a quick look when I was in there, but obviously this is going to be a more in-depth look, and I'm hopefully going to tell you some more of the detail if I can remember it all, because there was that little panel that was inside there which kind of told you about the different materials. Now, there are varying different materials inside here, or on this trainer, which obviously makes it stand out. Ultimately, some people might just say it's a black Dunk with a gum sole. And then you've got some people that will say, oh, it's a Dunk, no one buys Dunks anymore. Maybe that was the selection, maybe that was the whole point of selecting this particular model, because it was a Dunk trainer, so it's not one of the more popular ones. But in saying that, is basement linked to skateboarding? I don't know. And the reason why I say I don't know is that I'm not overly a person, I have no affiliation to the basement. A lot of people were saying to me, oh, you should be hooked up, or someone should be able to plug. And I don't really know them like that. I had the pleasure of speaking to a guy called Paolo, who I believe is one of the founders of the basement. Very cool, down-to-earth guy. I can't remember his surname, but shouts out to you. And this was part of his brainchild, and he was kind of stoked that it's going on. But let's get into the detail anyway. Don't want to bore you with my conversation about blah 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 blah. So the trainer itself is made up of about 3 to 4 different materials. Now, if I start from here, let's just kind of zoom in, give you that HD, as you know I like to do. So you've got a what I guess that you want to call a tumbled leather. It could have been a better tumbled leather, admittedly, and I say better as in more prevalent, but again, it does the job. You can actually see that it is tumbled. You've got a mini swoosh on the toe box, where a lot of the actual Dunk enthusiasts are like, a mini swoosh on a Dunk? Nah, but anyway, whatever. Then coming round the front portion of the trainer, if the focus will focus, you can just make out, if I pull it up here, this plastic camera's on a mad thing. Might have to switch it to manual. You can just see on the front of the trainer there's 2 different materials. In essence, it's they're both a canvas kind of material. It's just the way that the grain feels, or the grain moves, which is a bit different. So your traditional canvas is on this side, your traditional woven canvas. I don't actually know what they actually call that canvas material. I'm not actually sure, but it is still a canvas nonetheless. Flicking round to the outside of the trainer, if it stays in focus. You've got your canvas, which goes up the upper quartile, which is one of the wings of the trainer, and then you've got your lace holes. Lace holes are nice because they're actually stitched. Hopefully that's gonna boom skeng. You can probably just make out that the lace holes are stitched. So normally on trainers you might see them punched in with like a metal encasing, or sometimes they've got that fly knit or fly wire, whatever you want to call it. But I thought this was a nice little touch. Then you've got the swoosh, which is tumbled on this side, and then on the other side it's a corduroy material. Let's see if I can get a zoom in on that. Boom skeng. So you can just make out the different materials there. So you've got the here where my finger is, tumble leather. Then you've got the canvas here. You've got the corduroy here, and then you've got that kind of suede kind of material on the back opposite side quartile. Then you've got the actual I'd say that's the Basement logo, or part of the Basement logo, these different lines or whatever it may be. Again, I'm not au fait with what Basement do and all of that, so I can't get into the history of them, but I know it's a I don't want to call it a trainer group, I want to call it a lifestyle group. The Basement, very strict. You say the wrong thing, you get banned, and that's probably one of the reasons why I don't really mess with it, because some of the people that are involved in it are just a bit stupid. But taking that aside, this as a project, as a trainer, for me was awesome. And hats off to Nike for taking this on board. It's not fucking focusing, sorry to swear. What is the matter with this camera? I'm going to flick it to manual and then I'm going to do it all myself for the first time ever. Anyway. There you go. So the back quarter, you can just see tumbled leather on this side, corduroy on this side, and then you've got the BSM, yeah, the Basement logo. If I can zoom in on that, it's just the lighting's not great, so I apologize for if you're not seeing it good. But what you see on here is a 3M Basement Nike collaboration logo, which is kind of a big deal, you know what I mean? It's like, as in I say a big deal, it's a 3M logo. I might try and take a picture of it and put it in one of the videos, or put it at the end. But like, for what this stands for, and hopefully I didn't do an injustice in regards to spelling out what it stands for, but it's something special. If you're from the UK, it's even more special, because a lot of the youngers that it's helped have come from the UK, and it's not London specific. So I want to clear that it's not London specific, because some of these people like Leo and Dan, they're not from London. Obviously there are a few of them that are from London, you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Then you've got your gum sole, just a traditional gum sole, you know what I mean. I'm not going to get into too much detail. Again, sets it off. Personally, if it was a glow in the dark sole, it might have made it a bit more, it might have turned the trainer into a mockery. But you know what I mean, you know me, people that have been watching this channel for a long time know that I like a glow in the dark sole. But hey ho, it's not that. Then, just to kind of top it off, you can just make out the wax laces. And wax laces on a black trainer always set it off, and for me suggest quality. So wax laces in these were a must. And then the final detail was the actual Basement Nike logo. Traditionally, where you would see just the Nike tag, it's the premium. Well, I say premium. It's the embossed leather square, which is quite cool. I thought it was quite cool. So anyway, what were your thoughts? Did you manage to pick them up? Was you not interested? Are you a member of the Basement, I guess? Are you a member of the Basement? In regards to resale, it's a bit of a mad one talking about resale for a trainer which has been developed for charity. These cost 100 and... I think these were 130 or 150, I think. And people are reselling them for anywhere between 300 to, I've heard, top end, someone tried to sell them for 600-700. Whether they sell for that is another thing. But like, for me, again, look, hats off to the Basement. This project was a really good one. Hopefully we see more of these things in the future. And you got to think, if you've got a Facebook group, and a popular Facebook group, potentially, if you're doing things in the community, obviously, this could be you. You could have a trainer linked with Nike. Or, if you're smart, you might not go with Nike. You might try and approach another brand. Or maybe Nike are watching and thinking, Jesus, I don't want other brands to get it, so therefore I need to invest more into these trainer groups. Because the trainer groups have got a lot of clout. Like whether it be Sneaker Myth, Sneaker Play, whether it be Kicks Talk? Can't remember. Or Sneaker Talk. Like there's a lot of clout. There's people in there that listen to what some of the admins say or listen to what other people have. You have what there are influencers in those groups. So some of these trainer companies need to be paying attention and showing those groups a bit more respect. But anyway, rant over. It's Rain the Mask, and I'm signing out on the Dunk. I'm going to try and give you some HD shots before I go, but it's the Dunk Low Basement Quick Strike. Let me know your thoughts. Rain the Mask, signing, OUT, out.